Personally, I really enjoyed this particular one, man. Yeah, Coast Night was such a vibe, man. Unforgettable moments were collected. And from Imara Mall, we head straight to Bao Box, where Alliance for Women and Girls organized a premiere of a documentary dubbed Daughter of the Soil. Now, Daughter of the Soil is a story of Dr. Vongai Hali, or rather, humble beginnings in Harare, Zimbabwe. Let's check it out.
I was born and raised in a place called Norton. Growing up, I had no ambition. All I dreamt of was I wanted to get money so that I could fend for my mom, my dad, and my siblings to be able to put food on the table.
My name is vongai Nyahunzvi. I am the CEO and founder of the Alliance for Women and Girls. The Alliance for Women and Girls is a network of 173 independent organizations across 23 countries in Africa who are addressing gender issues across the continent.
My chances of going to school are always questioned.
We were launching a documentary that we just shot called Daughter of the Soil. So this was based on my life experience on how my brokenness when I was growing up turned to become that soil that has led me to become such a woman who's passionate about addressing issues affecting women and girls on the continent of Africa.
I saw the pain that my parents went through.
We used to have problems of girls dropping out of school after Form 2, and usually it was the third term.
Vongai would walk all the way from near the hospital where they were living there on foot. They would walk to the school.
You know, sometimes we've got scars. I started feeling some of the scars. You know, it was painful going back to the places I grew up in. But some of it brought back so many bad memories. Some of it brought so many good memories. But as I was going through that, I think one of the things I shared when I was talking is that sometimes when you think about, do I have a wound or do I have a scar? So I realized that for me it was scar. So going back to shoot, experiencing my scars, I realized I can have wisdom from the scar that has shaped me. So I think it's one of the things that was happening when we were trying to shoot the documentary. But also too, even today, I was crying half of the time when the documentary was being shot. I was just walking back and reliving some of that and realizing that, you know what, yes, it's painful, but that same soil that wanted to bury me is the same soil that has made me the woman I am today.
Working with Vongai has made me realize that I have other areas that I'm so excellent at.
She always wants to push other people to do better.
Vongai has made the things very clear from the start. The vision for AFWAG, her unwillingness to compromise on excellence, and her orientation for education and continuous learning.
Kenya for us has become a hub because in terms of the network organizations that are part of our network, we've got more in Kenya than any other country in other parts in Africa. And I personally love Kenya on so many levels and so many fronts. So because of that and the centrality of Kenya and the easy access to come to Kenya for so many people from different African countries, we decided to launch it here in Kenya.
I was born and raised in a place called Norton. Growing up, I had no ambition. All I dreamt of was I wanted to get money so that I could fend for my mom.
It actually surpassed my expectations on so many levels because we've launched this really outside of the city, of the access-wise. So people came in their numbers, the quality, the takeaways that people have. I think they were just inspiring on so many levels.
In my generation, growing up around 80s, 90s, it was difficult. Most people would get pregnant, they would elope, maybe because things were tough at the woman, they would think they would have it easy when they got married.
To anyone who is yet to watch Daughter of the Soul, I will encourage you to watch it because you then realize, like I keep saying, is that your scar doesn't define you, but your scar gives you wisdom. If there's a young girl who's out there listening to my story, I want you to know that you are enough, you've got the agency to do what you need to do. Because for me as a young girl, as you watch my program, you realize that I grew up in one of the most extreme poverty, but now I'm celebrated as one of the most successful women. I've coached and influenced heads of states, presidents, not because I grew up in special circumstances. So to a young girl who is yet to watch this, I would say watch and get inspired. To also donor organizations out there who are listening to this, I would say please keep on supporting and coming behind these incredible organizations that are doing everything they can to support gender initiatives. To media people who are listening to here, I would say keep shifting the narrative and making noise out there that each of us have got a part to play to address gender parity on the continent.